Okay, so here's some additional information and clarification for the quick start video. I mentioned that if you're using a laptop that does not have a numpad, you can go to File, User Preferences, and turn on Emulate Numpad. Okay, so then that way you can now use the top numbers across the keyboard rather than the numpad to change the views, like 1, 3, 7, and 5 to toggle into orthographic and perspective, right? Okay, but it doesn't give you the period key or the decimal point key for view selected. Okay, so I then mentioned that you can go to the view menu and go up here to align view and view selected, and it gives you the same thing. But the problem with that is that actually that's not quite correct. It does appear to do the same thing, but it's not the correct menu item. The correct menu item is all the way up here, view selected, numpad, period, decimal point, right? So that's actually the correct menu item. At any rate, you can assign that to a key. There is a key. I tried a few other keys, and I think probably the best one, if it were me, I would use the key just to the left of the 1 on the keyboard, and that's this key here. Why it's showing up as the @ key, I'm not sure on this application. That's kind of weird, but that's the one just next to the left. Okay, to just left of the 1. All right, so that key, if you hit that key, you'll notice that that will turn on all these layers and turn off all the layers. Like, it toggles them all on and off. I don't use that key very often. In fact, I almost never use it. In fact, more often than not, I'm accidentally hitting it when I go to hit the tab key. I know some people might find that handy, but I don't. So I consider that a wasted key. So I would use that one. So how you can do that is go to File, User Preferences, and then in the same panel, Input, where you put this on, you can go to 3D View and then 3D Global, and then down here you'll see View Selected Numpad. If you click on that, it's asking you to press a key, so then just press that key and you're done. So now, instead of invoking these layers, now you have zoom to selected. Now you might want to choose your own keyboard shortcut for that, but you'll have to experiment to see with which ones Blender will allow you to use for that, and Blender allows this one, so I think that's a good choice. Alright, and so there's one other thing that I didn't mention in the quick start, and that was the control options for these view modes. So if you go to 1 and 5, right now we're in the orthographic front view, well, control 1 is the back view, 3 is the right view, control 3 is the left view, 7 is the top view, control 7 is the bottom view. So that's just to clarify that. And then one other small little tip is that the other keys on the numpad rotate the view. So let's say if I hit the 4 key, I'm rotating it along the top view like that in exact increments. I think those are like 15-degree increments. So it's 1, 2 to make 45, or 3 to make 45, so I wonder what that is, 7.5, something like that. But anyway, it's an exact increment, and so you can actually rotate the view, which could be handy. And really, if you're in the front view, that comes real handy, because you could be rotating it and get it exactly to 45 degrees in the front view or the back view, right? So that's just an extra tip, and it also works on the up and down, so 8 and 2 gives you that ability to do that as well. So that's something that might help you get another work plane. Okay? There you go.